So it's -2 up here in the forests of North Yorkshire. There's a weather front coming down from Scandinavia, bringing with it some really cold air. It's not going to get above freezing today, and I thought, well, this is going to be the perfect opportunity to test out a new bit of kit that I've been sent from a company called iHood to review. It's a heated vest with a hood which also has heating in it. So what I'm going to do is head back to the cabin. I'll give you a quick look at the product, I'll get a coffee on, and then we'll test the jacket out and see how well it performs in these cold temperatures. So I'll just go through what came in the package. The vest comes in this handy carry case, and inside there you've got the vest itself. Now, I've had a good look at this. I've been through all the seams to check the stitching, and everything looks spot on. There's no missed stitches, there's no loose threads. It all seems pretty well designed, pretty high quality, well put together, and yeah, it feels decent quality. I can't really complain about the vest itself. Now, alongside the vest you also get a 7.4 12-volt battery to power the vest with. We'll have a closer look at that in a moment. Plus a USB-C charging cable, and then you get a little adapter which is no good for here in the UK. It's I don't know, for the US or somewhere like that. But as long as you've got a USB charge point, you can charge the battery easy enough. And then you also get a manual which is fairly in-depth that tells you how you use the vest and all of the different settings available. Then you get some extra marketing stuff here. I haven't really looked in this yet, so we'll just have a look. Yeah, you get a little greetings card there. That's nice. And then looks like a marketing pamphlet with all the other products that they do. This company does sell quite a few different heated items, gloves, coats. Next year I think they're going to make some heated socks, which sound pretty interesting. So yeah, so that's what you get in the kit. Now I'm going to put this on, and I'll give you a closer look at it. So I've got the vest on. I thought I'd just give you a look so you can see how it fits. This is a large size. I'm 5'10", got about a 44-45 inch chest. You've got the hood here, which has an elasticated cord around it as well, so you can tighten it. So yeah, I mean, the jacket just as itself, it's a pretty high quality synthetic insulation, and it does a good job of keeping you warm just on its own. So let's have a look at how we operate it. So it's fairly straightforward to operate the vest. You take the supplied battery. Now this has a digital meter on it as well, so you can see how much power you've got in. It also has a couple of USB ports as well, so you can power the vest and charge your phone or another device. And then on the inside pocket here, you've just got the cable to connect it all up. So all you have to do is connect the battery. Then you can just tuck the battery away in this pocket. You can zip it up. Now you have a pocket on the other side as well if you want to bring a spare battery. There's also another inside pocket up the top. You've got two side pockets on the vest as well. So you operate the vest through this little button on the chest here. Dead straightforward. The heating area is split up into three different zones. You've got the front, the back and the neck, and the hood. So you just hold each button down for 3 seconds and it'll power on. Now as soon as you press it on, it comes onto this intelligent mode, which it'll heat the vest up very quickly, and then on its own it'll go down to medium after about 5 minutes. But you can also do that manually just by pressing the buttons again. So they're all on high mode here. Press them again, they'll all go white. That's on the medium setting. Press them again, they'll turn blue, and that's on the low setting. But you can operate them independently of each other. So you can have the hood on high, the rest of it on low, or so on. The bottom button just turns the light off, turns it back on. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward to operate. Just waiting for the water to boil here. I've got one of those -27 Coleman gas canisters which seems to be struggling. in -2. So I've just been looking through the instructions of the vest. So in terms of battery life, the manufacturer claims if you have all 3 areas on full blast, you'll get around 4 to 4.5 hours constant use. If you have it on medium settings, you'll get 5 to 6 hours, and on the low settings, 7.5 to 8.5 hours. So yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I think this would be ideal if you're out wild camping in the winter and it's cold and you're just out for one night. You can put this on at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, put it on medium or low, and you know, have a central heating system until you go to bed. I guess you could even take it off and put it in your sleeping bag, turn it on high for half an hour, and I wonder if it would act as a electronic blanket and kind of heat your sleeping bag up. Not entirely sure, but at the moment I've got it on full blast. I've been wearing it now for about 7 or 8 minutes, and yeah, it's warm. Works really well actually. It does put out some heat. But once my coffee's done, I'm going to put it on at the low temperature and put my big jacket back on, because I think that's how most people would use this vest, and not as a standalone garment. I mean, my arms and my hands are cold, but if you put an insulating jacket over the top, then I think, you know, it could be a useful bit of kit for wild camping and other outdoor pursuits. So we were out wild camping over the weekend up in the Lake District, and the ambient temperature was around freezing. The wind chill up on the fells was about -6 or -7. And I'll be honest, I wish I had this vest then. Would have come in useful. But this kind of technology has been around for ages. Anyone who rides a motorcycle will know that. Heated vests, even heated trousers, heated gloves have been around for donkey's years. They used to be really expensive. I'm not sure how much they are these days, but in terms of price for this vest, I checked this morning on the website, the iHood website, and it's retailing for $120 US, which is about 96 or 97 pounds, so it's towards the top end of the market. I've done a little bit of research on heated vests, and you can get ones from Amazon for around 25, 30 pound, and then there's a few companies that sell them towards the £100 mark as well. I looked at a few reviews on YouTube. The cheaper ones seem to be a bit hit and miss, to be honest, but I'm quite happy with this one. I'm quite happy with the quality. It seems to be put together very well. The materials used are good. It's got YKK zips on. So yeah, another thing about the hood as well, you can tuck it away. If you don't want the hood out, you can roll it up and stick it in the collar. Thought I'd just get that in there. Just mention that before I forget. So yeah, still really cold today though. It's going to be cold into the weekend, I think, into the minus numbers. But I love winter days like this, really crisp and cold and blue skies. It's lovely. You can see how much the forest has opened up behind me there. Usually can't see 30 foot in that direction in the summer, but when all the foliage dies back, the forest opens up. So it's been a couple of hours now, still toasty warm. So yeah, it's not a bad bit of kit, the iHood heated vest. Let us know what you think. Is anyone else using these heated coats or body warmers? Would you buy one? Would you consider buying one? I don't know. I'll be honest, I've never really thought about it, but now that I've been wearing this for a couple of hours, I can definitely see the appeal, especially for winter wild camping when you're sitting in the tent for hours on end in the dark and in the cold. Being able to kind of put a bit of central heating on, like, that wouldn't go amiss. But I'm going to suggest something to the company that sent me this vest. I think what they need to do is just make a very basic body warmer without any insulation, without any pockets in, no whistles and bells, none of that stuff. Just a very basic zip up, thin, lightweight, packable body warmer with a hood on and all the heating elements that come in this vest here. So people who already have a winter clothing system, which is like most outdoor folk, can just incorporate the electronic heating into existing clothing system. I mean, that to me just makes sense. I don't know why these companies aren't doing it, because you don't really buy these things for the way the coat looks or the way the body warmer looks. You're buying it for the electronic heating. So I think if they just made something very, very simple, you know, people would buy them. Yeah, it might not look great, but you don't really wear these things on the outside anyway. I mean, this is working fantastically underneath this layer. So there you have it, guys. A look at the iHood heated vest. Not a bad bit of kit. It's kept me warm over the last couple of hours. But I better sign off really and get some work done. I've come up here to chop some firewood and load the truck up and take it home. So I'm going to get on with that. So as ever, thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next one.